Extra virgin olive oil. There's a lower smoking point.
That's how he likes it.
Alright, what's up guys? We are quarantined right now and we are extremely bored. We're completely out of ideas of stuff to do. We've been sitting here all day, getting drunk just about every single night. Look at this professional setup we got. Wow. We have our special guest, my beautiful girlfriend, Olivia. Her first feature on the show. And then her best friend, Ange. Also, we have Fonzo as special guest. I've actually been really into cooking. Before I went to college, I thought I was gonna be a fine dining chef. And then I realized they're all broke, except for like Morimoto or Mario Batali. But I mean, they're like really business people who just own a ton of restaurants. So yeah, we're making a cooking show. You guys excited?
I'm really excited.
Let's get a move on.
I'm trying to tell them what to do so it looks casual.
Hey, we understand. Can we start?
You guys literally don't understand. You literally don't. I know you guys are gonna f it up. I'm gonna have to cut this like 10 times. I'm f***ing heated. Alright guys, welcome to the Quarantine Kitchen. I'm your host Armand Violi. This is my beautiful girlfriend, special guest Olivia Briggemeyer, aka Von Hagen.
Von Hagen.
And Angela Rossi. Or is it Angelica?
Are you kidding?
The disrespect.
Alright, so we're making Bucatini All'amatriciana.
Nice. Okay, try to repeat.
We're all gonna say it on three. Bucatini All'amatriciana. Basically, it's like tomato sauce. Instead of using olive oil or butter, depending on what region of Italy you're from, they use pork fat, either in the form of guanciale or pancetta, like Italian bacon, so to speak. So the main ingredients, we'll start with 6 ounces of pancetta. They usually sell it in 4-ounce packs, so you can buy just the whole thing from the Italian whatever. Basil. I should probably do these in order. San Marzano tomatoes. Bon Appetit actually did like a taste test of canned tomatoes and they ended up picking this California brand and they said it's way better. I believe them. You could do whole ones, but I got puree because the girls don't like chunks of tomato.
Freaking hate
Yeah.
it.
You could just get chunks and then do like the rice mill shit. Ton of work, just get the puree. Salt, obviously, easy enough.
Yeah,
If they had Calabrian peppers, I would get that. They don't have Calabrian peppers, so we have Serranos. I would usually do 2 per each can of tomatoes, but they don't want it that spicy, so we're gonna go with 1 Serrano. Half of a red onion, 4 to 6 cloves of garlic. I like it garlicky, so we're going 6. Parmesan, we're going with bullshit fake Parmesan because we're poor and we're on a budget, $5.99. Extra virgin olive oil. I'd recommend we get a good olive oil, but
we're poor.
we're poor, so we got regular. But make sure it's extra virgin.
Extra virgin.
Extra virgin is a lower
That's
smoking
how
point.
he likes it.
Better flavor. Ground cracked pepper. Make sure you have a big wooden
Big
thing.
wooden.
That's how he likes it.
Yeah. You need a made in Italy wooden cutting board that you spent way more money than you need to spend.
Exactly.
Alright, done. You guys are gonna be doing most of the prep work. I'm gonna show you guys, but then you guys gotta
We got
you guys chop the rest.
Yeah, we got this. I know how to chop things.
Alright, fist bumps team. Boom. Pointer and thumb go on the physical blade. Hand wraps around. When we're holding the garlic, I don't know how you're gonna do it with your nails. That's gonna be tough. You keep your thumb behind, you curl your fingers, knife goes against your fingers. The reason why it's curved is so you can rock the knife. And it always stays against the back of your fingers. The more you cut garlic, it releases its, I forgot the chemical, anyway, just look up America's Test Kitchen. It becomes more garlicky if you chop it up and let it sit, depending on how fine you chop it. People are gonna be like, you're using 6 cloves of garlic. It's not that big a deal because we're doing slices of it, but if we were mincing it, then 6 would be a lot. It's weird, just look up the video, I'm not gonna get all scientific. So when you're rocking, you're always against your fingers and you move this slowly back as you go. So you get sliver, sliver, sliver. When you guys get good, you can just do the chopping effect. It's the same concept. And you just do it really fast, and now you get a bunch. Alright, let me see both.
Hold it like this.
Go into it, do your first slice. We're getting there.
I'm scared.
Now you gotta make sure you go all the way down to the cutting board. Good. Good. Make sure you go all the way down to the cutting board. You guys are doing good. Professional chefs right off the bat.
Dang.
Done. Easy as that. Boom!
Easy.
He's dabbed.
Does everyone like the apron I got him for Christmas? Isn't this so cute?
Very.
A little
Babe,
pocket.
we're business. It's all about business right now.
He's already so stressed out.
We're gonna do the pepper first. The skin of peppers are hard to get through, so you gotta make sure you really emphasize the rock.
You gotta really rock the bow.
Same technique. We want this
spicy.
super thin.
Beautiful.
So the way you're gonna chop an onion, cut halfway through the root.
Flame.
Keep the root intact. We're gonna chop the end off.
Chop that bitch off.
Peel with your hands. Chefy dudes like to go like this. Pull it off that easy. So make sure you don't cut all the way to the end because you want it to stay intact. And now it's super fine pieces.
So pretty.
Oh yeah.
I'm crying.
So hold it. Look, hold it together. Watch your thumb. No, wait. Watch your thumb. You gotta rock into it. You gotta rock into it. Good.
Oh yeah.
I'm crying.
No, you gotta rock. Okay, we're gonna get our eyes. If you have a sharp knife and you slice through it, it doesn't release its fumes that make you cry.
Well,
if you have a dull knife where you just jam through it, it crushes the cells and it releases its fumes. That's what makes you cry. We're about to start crying. All right, we this one up. I'm gonna cry too. I'm gonna cry too.
And wash your hands.
Damn it, Ange. Ange, rock the knife. So next thing, guys, I'm gonna show you how to slice basil in a pretty effective way. So take one of the bigger leaves. You take the small ones, try and line them up. Get a big one for the outside. Roll it up long ways, and now when you slice it, you get these long ribbons that look very nice. You guys both try it.
Smells so good. Oh.
Nice. No, watch your finger. You curl towards it and away. There you go.
I was fixing your mistake.
All right, we got way more than enough. No more basil.
I
All right, one more roll. All right, perfect. We have
Beautiful.
way
Oh my
more
God.
than enough basil. Can you make sure you put it all on the thing?
Yes.
So you guys figure out how to open that?
Okay, first,
No.
just go like this.
I'm just gonna. No. Oh my
Right here.
God.
And do the rock. Just get in there. Beautiful. My technique worked.
Cheese.
We use this side. You can bring it all. You can pull it all the way down. Grab it like this,
Yeah.
like hot dog. Start from the top, up and down.
Good technique. Great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
All right, perfect. That's enough. That's enough.
No, I need a little more for myself.
What you want to do, have all your ingredients set aside just so you have everything ready to go. Boom. Make sure it's a clean surface. Got everything. I recommend you use a wooden spoon. Italians, you know, plastic's bad luck. Wooden's where it's at, right, babe?
Totally.
So the reason why we're not preheating the pan, typically when you cook bacon, you want it to crisp up because you're gonna eat it. We want the pancetta to render more than usual. So we're gonna start it in a cold pan and let it render and raise heat slowly so that way the fat kind of melts and that gets infused with the sauce.
Whoa.
Emulsify.
That's the part I was looking for.
Emulsification. Good technique.
Oh yeah.
Put it on medium, push
go.
it
It's
and
like-
go to the medium.
Medium?
There you go. So when the pancetta renders out and it starts to crisp up, we want to get it really crispy and then we're going to pour it out, keep it in a separate bowl, put in the onions and the garlic, let those sweat a little bit, mix it all together, and then we're going to deglaze the pan with white wine.
Oh my god, all this talk got me.
It smells good though, doesn't it? Baby, you want to smell it?
It smells
great.
so good.
Alright, so right here we have the pancetta. It's already cooked completely and we have all the fat render as you can see.
Okay, it's getting real crispy, guys.
Get
Okay?
moist.
So we are gonna take this out, but leave the rendered fat so we can cook the onions and the garlic in the rendered fat.
Perfect.
And you're totally getting all the oil.
Let me do it.
No, I wanna do it. Doopy doop.
Oh my god. You don't need to zoom in. Put it on the medium high. Perfect. Once we got the onions, it's sweating a little bit. They're not translucent yet. Throw in the garlic and the peppers.
Not all of it.
It's in there.
I'm not gonna eat it if it's too spicy.
I'm kidding. Guys, don't worry. So now we mix it all together. We want some type of heat so it hits all of the flavor palettes. Use this really shitty $1 1950s thing to open up the...
I can do this, actually. Wait, get this on camera.
There you go. Yeah,
Hey, it's in. Twist it.
no, alright, let me do it. No, away from the rule authority. Is this for f***ing real right now?
It's your aura.
You were channeling?
The garlic's browning. We got good flavor. Take it off the heat, put back the pancetta. We're gonna let them all get to know each other. You know, sometimes you gotta be in a mixer.
It's gonna mingle.
You gotta all commingle. We're gonna do about a quarter cup of white wine. I like Pinot Grigio. Something about alcohol just gives it a great flavor. When you cook with wine, you gotta taste the wine.
Oh, yeah.
As the alcohol cooks out, the flavors develop because there's sugars in it. You see? Now, if you guys take a sniff, take a smell.
Waft it.
Smells amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once all the alcohol has gone through, we're gonna dump the tomatoes in, dump the salt, and then we're there.
And now to throw the tomatoes in. Tomato. Which one are you?
All of it, not a little bit.
Oh!
There you go. I'm gonna mix.
No, I want to mix. Please, 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 please,
Mix.
please.
Pull from the outside in. Good. We want it to get well mixed in because the heat is gonna help the fat combine together with the tomatoes. As early as possible, you want to be salting it at each step. There's a lot of salt in the pancetta, so we didn't need to worry about that then. But right now, we want to take big pinches. Enough salt. Do a little more. It won't actually taste like a sauce until you've let it actually cook down. The tomatoes are very raw right now. Once it cooks down and it actually combines, it'll start to taste like, oh, this is like a legit tomato sauce. Let part of the basil cook in with it. Extra virgin olive oil. You get that in there. We're also gonna finish it with olive oil later, but we wanna have like a nice sheen. Throw on a lid. This is the point, once it's simmering, that we're actually gonna start the water, get the water going, and then the sauce will be cooked by the time the pasta's done. Then we can mix it together and we can emulsify some cheese into it.
Next step is we have to salt it until it's like salt water.
Alright, you want to salt the water because that's what seasons the pasta. When the pasta's boiling and it absorbs water, salt water actually gives it taste. So a good portion size, 125 grams per person. Give it a little twist.
Whoa.
Do we put enough salt in here?
You said I put too much.
I don't know, I didn't really pay attention. Some people say cook to package time. Those people are idiots. So what you're gonna do is you want it al dente. And so we're gonna cook it 2 minutes under what the package says. It's gonna finish cooking in the sauce. I like to taste the pasta as we go. Quality control is not amazing for cheap, shitty pasta. I think we technically have a minute left, but I might pull it now. We'll let that go that minute. Has a little bit of a crunch inside. All right, here we go. So you want to save.
Gotta save some pasta water, guys.
For
I spilled a lot.
emulsification.
Don't put it over so the steam doesn't hit. Throw in some sauce.
That one.
Mix it together. This is where you want to throw in a good amount of pasta water. Starchy pasta water helps things emulsify together, and two, it also thin up the sauce. Throw a little bit more of the basil in. We'll finish off with some fresh basil at the end. We want to let these ingredients get to mingle with each other. A little more salt, fresh ground pepper at the end. I like to taste it as I go. This is where we get fancy. We take the cheese, sprinkle around, and now you get aggressive with the mix. The water helps it emulsify. More cheese. See how it's nice thick? It'll be all binded together in the sauce. Rotate. Finish it with some basil on top. A little olive oil. And there we go. And ta-da!
This is so good. So yummy.
You can taste like the spiciness, but not really.
Basil tastes really good.
It's like in Ratatouille where he makes the mushroom and it's all the flavors combined together, and it's just like a
Quarantine Kitchen episode 1.
Hopefully episode 101. Just kidding.